When it comes to any type of injury case, you have to do what is best for you. And what is best for you is usually to get the most amount of money possible in the time frame that works for you. To explain, let me tell you the story of my past client, Tanya. Tanya's case involved a trucking accident, but what I'm about to teach you in this video applies to every type of injury case, including automobile accidents, slip or trip and fall incidents, or any other type of personal injury case. Just prior to Tanya's accident, she was traveling in the far right lane on the highway when a truck driver attempted a lane change into her lane of travel. The truck driver did not see Tanya's vehicle, struck her vehicle, and pinned her vehicle into the guardrail while still traveling at highway speed before coming to a stop after about 50 yards. Tanya sustained injuries to her neck, back, head, and sustained cuts on her legs and arms from her windows being busted out during the accident. She was transported by ambulance to the hospital where she complained of pain primarily in her neck and low back. At the hospital, diagnostic testing was performed, but confirmed Tanya did not break any bones in the accident. She was prescribed a muscle relaxer and pain reliever and was discharged. She next began physical therapy treatment. MRIs on her neck and back were taken. The MRI on her low back revealed she had a small disc bulge in her low back. Tanya went to 18 physical therapy sessions to recover from her injuries. Once she finished her medical treatment, it was time to try to see if I could negotiate a settlement for her. I sent a demand package to the trucking company's insurance company to kick off settlement negotiations. The first offer from the insurance company then came back. It was an offer for $50,000. I knew Tanya's case had more value, so I then exchanged numbers back and forth with the insurance company until the adjuster with the insurance company told me their top offer on the case was $70,000. I didn't buy it though, and thought the adjuster probably had some more authority to offer a little bit more on the case and possibly a decent amount more if Tanya was willing to have me file a lawsuit and litigate the case. I discussed the offer with Tanya, but she was not wanting to go through the litigation process, which can take months to years to resolve. While I explained to Tanya that if we filed a lawsuit and litigated the case, she would probably get more money, maybe not a significant amount more, but possibly $10,000 more or even more than that, she still did not want to drag out her case any further. She was happy to take the settlement if that was all they were willing to offer at that time because she did not want to put in the time and effort during the litigation process to maybe get $10,000 or $15,000 more on her case. I told her that I understood that, but that I would try to negotiate further to see if I could possibly get the adjuster to offer a little bit more without filing a lawsuit. And guess what? I was able to get the adjuster to offer $5,000 more to settle for $75,000, despite the adjuster telling me $70,000 was their top offer. Tanya was thrilled. She did not have to go through the litigation process, and she got a significant sum of money. This was the right settlement for Tanya because the amount being offered to her was sufficient enough, and she did not desire to put in any more time and effort on her end into trying to get a larger settlement. In most injury cases, it's been my experience you usually won't get a higher offer on your injury case until after at least 6 months after the filing of the lawsuit. There are some outliers, and occasionally you may get a higher offer right after filing a lawsuit, but it's not usually the case. At the end of the day, you have to tell yourself what is best for you. Is the amount being offered to you prior to having to file a lawsuit enough for you, or would you prefer to risk it, litigate the case, and put more time and effort into it to get a better payday? Myself and my office routinely file lawsuits in cases where we believe our client has been offered less than the value of the client's case. If the case has significantly more value than the amount of money being offered, then it is a no-brainer to file a lawsuit. But if the case only has some or a little bit more value, then what is being offered, well, in that case, you have a tougher decision to make. But at the end of the day, you have to do what is best for you by negotiating a settlement that works for you. The thing is, you may be thinking that you would like to settle your injury case right after your accident. But what if I told you that it's not typically in someone's best interest to settle their injury claim quickly? And in this video about to pop up here, I'll tell you the only circumstances under which I would recommend to someone to settle their injury claim quickly. Lastly, if you've been injured in a car accident, slip or trip and fall incident, or dog attack incident in Kentucky, remember to don't wait, call Tate.